Alright, so for today guys, we are going to talk about the last part po ng ating solid geometry. And this would be all about the sphere. Okay, so basically guys, yung sphere naman po is, we are all familiar with this particular solid. Okay, ano po ba yung mga solids, or let's say mga example po in real life, na meron po tayong sphere. So unang-una po yung bola ng basketball natin, or bola ng volleyball. Okay, so this is a perfectly round shape po natin. Okay, so a sphere is a solid could be associated to the picture of a globe. Perfectly round ball and simplest of solids. Okay, so sir, bakit po kaya simple siya? Malalaman niyo po mamaya. Okay, so a sphere is a solid bounded by a closed surface called the spherical surface. Okay, so kung tayo po ay pag-uusapan po natin sina prism, sina cylinder, sina cone, and sina pyramid, yung ating pong tinatawag na mga lateral area, yan po yung sa kanila. Pero dito po kay sphere, iisang klase ng area lang po yung meron tayo. And that is what? The spherical surface. Kasi po yung ating sphere, wala po siyang mga bases. Okay, all points are equally distant from fixed point called the center. So we have here the center of our sphere. So alam po natin, okay, so from the center of our sphere, papunta po sa any points po ng ating circle. So pwede pong sa taas, pwede pong sa baba. So let's say this is a line segment from the center papunta po sa ating point sa taas. So this is also the radius. Sir, papunta po tayo sa somewhere dito. Okay, ito po ay radius din po. Sir, how about sa may harapan po? Let's say ito po yung ating R. Okay, so this is also the radius. Okay, so basically guys, sir, bakit po parang mas maikli po itong ating nasa harapan? So depende lang po kasi sa angle ng pagkakatingin natin. So somewhere po, pagka dito po siya po ay radius pa din po. Okay, so sabi po dito, all points are equally distant from the fixed point called the center. So when we say hemisphere naman guys, ano po ito? Ito po yung kalahati ng ating sphere. Okay, so actually guys, meron po tayong tinatawag ng mga great circle, the small circle. So pag-usapan po natin ito. Pero before that, unahin muna po natin si axis of a circle. So the axis of a circle of a sphere is the diameter perpendicular to the plane of the circle. Ito muna guys yung isipin natin So when we are talking about sphere, So pag tayo po ay magkakat ng plane, sa gitna po niya or somewhere po sa part niya, lagi pong circle yung ating mabubuo kasi nga po we have here a spherical surface. So from here kahit magkat po tayo ng papaganyan dito, papaganyan po dito, circle pa din po yung mabubuo natin diyan. Okay, so based lang po sa drawing, medyo iba lang po yung angle natin, kaya medyo hindi po siya bilog. But if you are going to look at this, at the top portion or at the, let's say kung saan man po yung reference mo, okay, you can see a circle. So ang tawag po natin dito, the axis of a circle. Sir, alin po yung axis natin? The axis of a circle of a sphere is the diameter perpendicular to the plane of the circle. So we have here a plane in the middle of the sphere. Okay, so ang tawag po natin sa malaking plane na to, dahil po siya ida sa gitna, yan po yung ating tinatawag na great circle. Okay, sir, ano naman po ang tawag natin kapag wala na po siya sa gitna? Let's say somewhere here. Ang tawag po sa kanya ay small circle na po. Sir, how about from this portion? Okay, small circle na din po siya. So, tatandaan lang po natin na ang ating pong great circle must be at the center of our sphere. Kahit sabihin po natin yan ay nakatayo po somewhere dito, basta siya po ay nasa gitna, yan din po yung ating magiging great circle. Okay, so ang axis po natin tinutukoy dito guys, alin po yon? From pole to pole. At yan po ay must be perpendicular with our plane of the circle. Kasi guys, if you are going to draw somewhere here dito, ayan, okay, so ito pong portion na to, it must be perpendicular pa din po sa ating plane na drawing. So we have here poles po na tinatawag. So the poles of the sphere are the end point of its axis. So basically, meron po tayong north pole, tsaka po, wait, hindi pala kita. And we have here the south pole. So based po sa ating geographic reference, So yan po yung tawag natin, the north pole and the south pole. Okay, so the circumference of a great circle whose plane is perpendicular to the axis is called the equator. Sir, alin po yung ating equator? So basically, ito pong circumference ng ating great circle. So yan po yung ating tinatawag na equator. Okay, so actually guys, ito ang tatandaan nyo po, the radius of the great circle the radius of the great circle is also equal to the radius of our sphere. Natandaan nyo ha? The radius of our great circle ay radius din po ng ating sphere. Sir, bakit po? Kasi somewhere here, if you are going to draw, let's say meron ka dito isang circle, syempre, kung you are going to find the middle of this circle or this plane, and you are going to, let's say, draw a line from here, okay, from this red point papunta dito, hindi na po siya equal sa ating radius na ito. Sir, bakit po? Kasi wala na po yung ating middle or yung ating center ng plane sa center ng ating sphere. Nagkakaunawaan po tayo doon. Therefore, lagi po natin tatandaan that the radius of the great circle is always equal to the radius of our sphere. So, if our plane, ay hindi na po siya great circle, so yung radius po natin ay hindi na po equal sa radius ng sphere. Okay, so hopefully, nagets po natin yung part na yon. Okay, so from here, we have here the very simple formula lang po natin. So, finding the area and the volume or the surface area and the volume of a sphere. So, we have here volume is 4 over 3 pi multiplied by multiplied by r cube. Or the surface area is 4 pi r squared or pi d squared. Sir, alin po yung ating r? So, yung ating r na yan must be the radius, okay, yung r po natin tinutukoy dito, it must be the radius of the sphere or the radius of the great circle. Okay, so sir, what if po meron po tayo binigay na radius dito? Pwede po ba natin gamitin yun? No. Hindi nyo po pwedeng gamitin yan to find the volume and the surface area of the sphere unless ito po yung ating hahanapin muna. The radius of the great circle or the radius, kulang pala yung aking spelling ng sphere. Okay, or the radius of the sphere. So again, we have the volume 4 over 3 pi multiplied by r cube and the surface area is 4 pi r squared. Actually, dito na lang po tayo mag-focus kasi alam naman po natin ang relationship ng ating diameter tsaka radius. So diameter is what? Twice po ng ating radius. Okay, so from here, we are going to solve mga problems po regarding our sphere. So we have here, find the volume of the sphere that has a diameter of 10 centimeters. Okay, sir. The volume of the sphere, ang binigay pong formula sa atin ay 4 over 3 pi multiplied by r cube. So from here, sir, find the volume of the sphere that has a diameter. So ang diameter daw po ng ating sphere ay 10 centimeters. At alam natin that diameter is what? 2 times ng ating radius. Therefore, from here, radius is simply what? 10 centimeters over 2. Or simply, radius is what? 5 centimeters. Okay, so from here, salpak lang po natin. Volume is 4 over 3 pi times 5 centimeter cube. So from here, please use your calculator, guys. Okay, so let's try to compute. So 4 over 3 times pi times 5 raised to 3. So from here, you have the answer of 523.6. So 523.6. Ano po ang ating unit, sir? Cubic meter. So this is the volume. And sir, bakit nga po sinabi natin dito kanina na ano po? Okay, so this is the simplest of the solid. Kasi yung volume natin, tsaka yung ating surface area, basta alam mo ang ating radius ng ating great circle or the sphere, napakadali na pong isolve. Okay, so any question po regarding problem number 1? So if you will have any concern, please feel free to approach me. Okay, so let's proceed with problem number 2. Okay, so we have here, determine the surface area of a sphere having a radius of 7 centimeters. Okay, sir. Radius naman, given po dito is our radius. So, radius of the sphere. So, ito yung capital R po ulit natin. And it must be what? 7 centimeters. And we are asked to find the surface area. And the surface area formula is what? This is 4 pi R squared. O, sabi ko nga, simplest of the solid. Basta alam mo yung R, madali na po ito. So, surface area is simply what? 4 pi times 7 centimeter squared. Or simply, surface area is equals to what? Okay, so please use our calculator po or your calculator. So, 4 pi times 7 squared. So, you have here 196 pi or 615.75. 615.75. So, the unit is in square centimeters. Okay, so napakasimple lang po nito. Ano? Okay, and last, hindi pa pala siya last, meron pa tayong ilang problems dito. Okay, sabi dito, a sphere is inscribed above a cube of 6 meters. Or sorry, of a cube of side of 6 meters. Find the volume of the sphere. Sir, volume ulit ng sphere ay 4 over 3 pi r cube. So sir, dito wala pong binigay na radius or diameter po ng ating sphere. Pero ang binigay po dito, ang sphere daw po ay nakapaloob sa loob ng isang cube na merong side of 6 meters. So ang height po niya ay 6, ang ating mga edges po ay 6, so lahat po ay 6. So therefore sir, paano po natin mahanap yung ating radius kasi yun po yung kailangan natin. So from one point to another guys, alam po natin na lumalapat po yan on either or on both sides ng ating cube. Therefore, from point to point, yan po ay equal sa ating length ng ating edge. So therefore, ito daw pala pong ating diameter kasi yan po ay diameter ng ating sphere or the diameter of the great circle, equal din po yan sa ating 6 meters na edges. So therefore, from here, diameter is 6 meters. So the radius ay kalahati. So we have here 3 meters. O ganun lang kasimple. 4 over 3 pi times 3 meters cube. So from here, volume is simply 1. Okay, so again, 4 over 3 pi times 3 raised to 3. So we have here 36 pi or yun na lang, sige. 36 pi cubic meters. And that's it. Okay, so again guys, if you will have any concern, please don't hesitate to message me. Pero actually, ito naman, napakadali po unawain. Therefore, I think kayang-kaya po natin itong aralin. Okay, so ito, another problem po natin. So, a wooden sphere of radius 61 centimeters. Okay, ulitin natin ha. A wooden sphere of radius 61 centimeter is cut by a plane 60 centimeters from the center. Find the area of the circle that is formed. Okay, so makinig po kayo, kasi actually, itong problem na to is somehow mag-a-analyze po tayo or, tayo po ay magagawa ng mga circle sa loob ng ating sphere. Okay, so unahin muna po natin yung sinasabi dito, a wooden sphere of radius 61 cm. So ang radius daw po ng ating wooden sphere is 61 cm. So if I am going to draw, let's say ito yung center natin, I am going to draw a great circle dito. Ayan, ito po yung ating radius. Okay, this is our capital R. So, ang R po natin is what? 61 centimeters. Pero ang sabi dito, okay, is cut by a plane. Ibig sabihin, magkakaroon po tayo ng isang small circle. At saan po magmumula yung ating small circle? Siya daw po ay 60 centimeters from the center. So, pwedeng pong pataas, pwedeng papaba, pwedeng pakaliwa, pwedeng pakanan. So, ito na lang po yung magiging reference ko. Kung 61 po ito, so ang 61 po dito, ay ito pong habang ito ay 60 centimeters from the center. So, ibig sabihin po, somewhere here po siya. So, basically, yan po yung magiging itsura ng ating small circle. Somewhere here po yung ating magiging center po ng small circle. So, from here, sir, ang tanong po dito, find the area po na nabuo dito sa part na to. Okay, sir. Alam po natin that the area of a circle is pi r squared. Therefore, ang goal po natin dito is mahanap ang radius ng ating small circle. Ulitin ko na to ha. Okay, pakita ko lang ulit sa inyo. Okay, so sir, sabi nyo po kanina, the plane po natin is what? 60 centimeters from the center. So, let's say somewhere dito po siya mabubuo. Okay, so ito po yung ating 60 centimeters from the centers. From the center. So, this is cm. This is cm. Sir, bakit po hindi po siya sumagat sa dulo? Kasi 60 centimeters lang po yung usapan natin. Kasi pag sinagad po natin dito yan na po yung ating radius po ng sphere. So, from here, sir, ang kailangan po natin ay mahanap yung ating small letter r. Pero, sir, paano po kaya yan? So, from here, guys, please analyze. Sabi nga po natin, from the center of the circle, to any points on the sphere. Any points, ha? So, ito po ay 60 centimeters ulit. Ano? Okay, so, from the center of the circle to any point or any points po sa ating sphere, yan po ay yung ating radius ng ating sphere. Alam natin, sir, dito sa part na to, ito po ay radius pa din ng ating sphere. So, therefore, if you are going to see, ano yung mabubuo mo? Sir, we can isolate here what? A right triangle. So, ito po yung magiging itsura niyan in case po, sir, ito yung ating capital R or which is the 61 centimeters. Ito po yung ating 60 centimeters. At ito po yung ating R na nawawala. Kasi kakailanganin po natin yung small letter R to find the area of the circle that is formed. So, from here, gamit po tayo ng Pythagorean theorem. So, R squared is simply what? 61 squared minus 60 squared. So, R is simply what? Okay, so please use your calculator. So, this would be the square root of 61 squared minus 60 squared. Okay, so we have here R is 11 centimeters. Ito po yung ating radius. Therefore, the area of the circle formed is pi 11 centimeter squared or simply 11 squared is 121 pi, okay, square centimeter. So, this is the area of the circle that is formed 60 centimeter from the circle. Actually, guys, kahit naman magawa kayo dito, sir, pwede po bang papaganto yung aking ang magiging circle? Yes po. Wala lang po magiging problema dyan. Okay, yan pa din po yung ating magiging radius. Okay, so, ginawa ko na lang po patayo para mas madali po nating ma-analyze. Okay, so we are down po with our last problem. So, the diameter of the sphere is increased by 20%. By what percent is the surface area increased? If the diameter of the sphere is increased by 20%, by what percent is the surface area increased? Okay, ito guys yung mga problems na sinasabi ko na pag wala pong given, you are going to work with variables. Okay, so basically, formula lang naman po tayo dito. Okay, so we are dealing with the surface area. At alam natin that surface area is what? 4 pi r squared. So, ang sabi dito, if the diameter of the sphere is increased by 20%, by what percent is the surface area increased? Okay, so from here, ano pa po yung formula natin ng surface area? Okay, that would be what? Okay, so that is pi d squared. Sir, saan po nang galing ito? Di ba alam natin that diameter is 2 times ng ating radius? So from here, r is simply what? D over 2. So if you are going to substitute here, so you have here 4 pi. Ang r po natin ay d over 2 squared. So from here, 4 pi. Okay, multiplied by. So ito po ay magiging d squared over 4. Cancel. So you have here pi d squared. Ito na lang po yung ating matitira. Actually guys, ang pwede nyo pong gawin dito sa uluhin nyo lang sa radius. Then pag alam nyo po yung relationship ng ating diameter tsaka radius, hindi na po kayo gaano mahihirapan. Okay, so I will be using the other formula regarding the diameter. So surface area is pi d squared. Okay, so basically guys, ito po yung ating original area. Paano naman sir kapag yung ating daw pong diameter ay nag-increase ng 20%? So yung ating, let's say this is D1, this is surface area 1. So yung ating surface area 2, siya po ay magiging pi D2 squared. Where D2 po natin is what? Nag-increase daw po yung ating diameter ng 20%. So ibig sabihin, D1 plus 0.2 ng D1. So you have here D2 is equals to what? So we have here 1 plus 0.2. So you have here 1.2 D1. Ito po yung ating isa-substitute ngayon dito. So pi times, and dito po natin ay 1.2 ng D1 quantity squared. So from here, okay, 1.2 squared natin, that is what? 1.44. Then matitira po dito ay pi D1 squared. At alam natin that pi D1 squared is what? Yung ating surface area 1. Or simply, surface area 2 is simply 1.44 ng ating surface area 1. So from here guys, ang tanong po dito, by what percent is the surface area increase? Okay, so nag-increase lang po siya ng 0.44 or simply 44%. Okay, so yan po yung ating problems or practice problem po regarding po sa ating sphere. Okay, so again guys, if you will have any concern, so wag pong mahihiyang magtanong kay Sir ano. So basically, napakadali naman po nung ating topic regarding sa ating sphere. So this would end the discussion po regarding sa ating solid geometry. So thank you and God bless.